Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Fistful of Neutrons, a few neutrons more. This is episode 23 of the second season. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you so much. A couple of things off the bat. Number one, I broke my webcam somehow, so now I'm using my laptop. Because if it's not fucking War Games News Radio held together with duct tape and fucking chewing gum, what is it?
It's potato cam today.
It's potato cam, but that's fine. Nobody gives a shit about my stupid face. And number two, thank you so much for bearing with us for having to push it one day extra. I had to go do dumb real life nurse things and go be a fucking real life nurse. And now we're here. Damn. But I have a fucking show for you, and I'm so glad that you all showed up. It's going to be amazing. Let's go around the horn real quick and see how all of our players are fucking feeling. Reverend, how are you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing.
I see you're in your well. Hawkins High sweater there.
Yes, indeed. I'm channeling my inner Eddie Munson or something today. I don't know. We'll see. I'm doing well. I am Ryan playing Mr. Microwave, the Mr. Handy with a heart of positronic neural nets.
Actual gold, 24 karat gold.
24 karat gold, baby. Those are good gold. Fucking transistors.
That's the one. I'm very excited to find out what's happening today. I'm excited for this show. As you can see, things are happening in the studio. Maybe you can't see. I'm not sure what my camera view can do. I'm moving again, unfortunately. So the studio is in mid flux at the moment, and this is a very nice break from packing and moving and doing all of the shenanigans and horse shittery that involves. So I'm stoked. Let's get to it.
Let's get to it. Grant the Rifleman, how you doing, buddy? You just drove halfway across our country and back in like 3 days. How you feeling?
Oh God, I took the wrong vehicle for that trip. Yeah, it was like 1,800 kilometers.
There and back.
There and back in like 3 days. So I've had like better physical sway going on, but I'm super happy to get back into this game here. I'm super glad that Rifleman has got a way around the whole like frag mine on the small tactical nuke problem with his legs, and I'm very excited to put this frame into good use.
Absolutely. And last but certainly not least, Raj, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, just doing super duper. I'm glad that Johnny he's like he got out of rehab.
Johnny went to rehab real quick there, just for a second.
Fresh. He just did a quick little jaunt down at rehab, and he's good to go. So like, I don't know, it's fun. I'm fresh, optimism, and all that junk. So I'm excited to see what happens.
It's gonna be amazing. Yes. So let's go through some real quick housekeeping. As you all know, this is in Fallout. We deal with some heavy themes and material, but we get not gross weird, fun weird. It's going to be like 17A. It'll be fun. Yeah. Stick with us. We're going to do a halftime in about an hour and whatever. And we're just going to get straight into it.
Let's go.
Do we have any? All of our socials are down, yada, yada, yada. Follow us. Ryan always does painting and stuff. Patreon, all the things. So where we left off was very interesting, I think, boys. We had you come into the vault, Vault 33, and you had a big conversation with all the heavy hitters in the vault who had buttoned up beforehand, or I should say after the bombs had dropped. They had brought their entire herd inside and all of their younglings. You came in and got the respite that you needed while explaining the situation on the outside. You guys also were able to talk your way into getting some big time support. Maybe not heavy hitters in the way you would think of them, but 26 plus 1 ghouls volunteered to leave the vault to assist you on your quest in the great Battle of Kansas to come.
And how many of their Brahmin did we get too? I can't remember.
You got 12. You got 1 dozen Brahmin, and Sarah Connor on her horse. So you have 12 rad Brahmin and a horse,
or rad bison, I guess, or whatever they are.
Oh yeah, sorry, rad bison. My apologies.
Same
Rad
thing.
bison are coming out with you. Also, on top of that, you gained some pretty valuable information about what the fuck was going on. Reverend, do you want to kind of explain for the players at home the pieces that Mr. Microwave put together about like the cloning and everything?
Well, certainly. We don't know how much I put together as much as it was finally just the wool was removed from all 3 of our eyes and all 3 of my eyes as well. From what we can decipher, the children of Atom have taken, used Silent Derek to abscond with the information from the cloning abilities that the Vault Dwellers had, brought it to the children of Atom so they could create their massive army of cloned, irradiated ghouls, or cloned ghouls that need radiation to survive. Altstwile, is that a thing?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Language is organic. Let's go with it.
Altstwile trying to recover a gigantic 3 or 4 story tall suit of power armor known as the Little John. It's an ancient relic of the pre-war times, which was used in a great battle once upon a time by the people of the land against the Legion, I want to say.
I
think.
Well,
from our lore.
That sounds familiar. Yeah.
That's a mysterious part of the Quiet Year.
Yeah, either against the Legion or the Loco Raiders or something. It was a giant weapon that they used once upon a time, and it also happens to dish out a massive amount of radiation. So between those 2 things, if they get the giant machine working, which apparently it is now and walking around, which is great, they can create a radiation pocket, basically, and have a mobile ghoul army which can live inside this radiation field and, well, probably not do a whole lot of very nice things. And on top of that, they also have a stockpile of intercontinental ballistic missiles, which they seem intent on launching directly onto themselves, or / us, which has been great. And they've blown up 2 of them so far, and I can only imagine that they've got at least 5 more, as far as we can tell.
There are 5 that are missing.
Yes.
Unaccounted for, yeah.
5 potentially in play. So that's not so chill. And these are the things that we currently know. I think, have I missed anything, gentlemen?
Go ahead.
I
imagine we're talking about this while we're, recapping and telling the Vault Dwellers everything we know.
I just wanted to give this the stage to you because you were so proud of like putting it together behind the scenes. So
it took a long time. It's not a tricky, sinister cabal that we've had to untangle here. But are there any other massive pots I'm missing? We've got the giant with the nukes, the giant power armor.
Yeah. Just some little things. The vertibird stuck. We're trying to get that. The bomb fell 4 days ago from a timing point of view.
Yes.
You are on your way right now with this Brahmin drive, or I should say Bison drive, to the crashed vertibird to recover it before the Children of Atom can.
Yes.
You don't have any heavy armament to move it, so you went to the Vault Dwellers to get their assistance, other than Grant's brand new power armor frame. Grant, how are you feeling in that bad boy?
Well, to be honest, it feels a bit weird. I've never been magnetized, for lack of a better word, towards things like this, it kind of makes it hard to sneak around, but it sure beats the alternative. So we'll see how it goes, but I'm going to try to get used to it.
Absolutely. Johnny, you have been cured by the Vault Dwellers with their stock of anti-addiction, addictol medication. How are you feeling on this brand new morning that you are setting off?
Everything is sunshine and rainbows. Johnny, his eyes are open wide, and he's like, have you ever smelled that fresh air? Right? He's like everything is just the best it ever was. Like he's just having a time.
It's funny that you should mention that. So as your caravan leaves the vault, it is an eerie feeling, an eerie environment that you find yourselves in. It is a bright and sunny late autumn morning in Kansas. However, when the wind blows from certain directions, Johnny, your Pip-Boy starts clicking up. Click, 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 click. And ash falls from the sky. There are fires. There are fires burning places that you cannot quite see, but you do see to the far east and the southeast two large plumes of smoke that are billowing out over Kansas. And when the wind shifts in their certain directions, yes, fallout is raining down upon you.
We finally got there, gang. After 50 episodes.
Opening credits.
Yeah.
That was the beginning. Now we're into the real show.
Here's the real
That
thing.
was it. Yes. I don't know. I'm sure we probably said it once before. Now, at least. So hold on a second.
Yes, you are currently. It's Brent. We're picking right off from where you left. You are fully rested. You have left the vault. You are on your way through the Kansas high prairie to the crashed vertibird site.
Question the first. These rad winds that we're getting, are they impacting these two at all? Because the rest of the gang are all ghouls, right?
Everyone is inured to radiation except for the humies.
Yeah, except for these two skin bags here.
Yeah, like Johnny and I basically.
Yeah. How do they look like?
Oh, and Duke, but Duke's fine.
Sure. I mean, Duke's more mongrel than man anyway. I'm sure he could eat like a bunch of nuclear radiation and be fine. Does it look like the rads are affecting these two at all in a game mechanics type of way? Actually,
you know what? Give me a difficulty 2 intelligence science roll.
Sure.
Don't give him any ideas, though, Mr. Lightning.
Yeah, I just
what
want
are you doing, buddy?
But it's like so the game the game master's like, so okay, there's this big red button in the room. So anyway, moving on.
So I have a Chekhov's gun. Do you want to fire it or not?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so just a good old fashioned science test. Let's
science test.
Target is 13, I think. 14.
Do it.
I got 1 success, but I get to re-roll because of my
your non-lab coat
my intelligence mod.
Yes.
So my target is a 14. That's a 6, baby. That's 2 successes.
So with this, you don't see any adverse effects on Johnny or Grant, but the bombs fell just over 4 days ago, and you can see as you look out over the plains, there are paths that are of plant life that are going gray.
Oh,
mostly. Do you give this information out?
Yeah, I remark it.
Grant, give me a difficulty 2 survival roll. Intelligent, or just straight up survival.
Okay.
Survive it, baby.
Mm,
That is 2.
that's 0 successes.
Grant, unfortunately, you don't see shit. Yes, the atmosphere is changing, Mr. Microwave. But
Wait,
you can't.
hold on a second. Grant, what was your... I think you would have failed anyway, but you just rolled with just your survival. There was no attribute attached.
Attribute was endurance, yeah. Endurance is
what's
the...
your endurance plus...
Endurance is 4. My endurance and strength were garbo.
Yeah, no, still wouldn't have passed anyway.
Yeah.
So Grant, he gives this to you, and you try to do some tracking and like survival shit. Unfortunately, the ghouls that are with you have not been above ground for many years. You look around, and all you see are academics. What you see are, imagine if like high school teachers and university professors volunteered for a war. Like this is the brain trust of the vault. And so they don't really know, but one of them pipes up and says, "Oh, the fallout in the weather patterns." And she says to you, Mr. Microwave, she says, "You there, robot. Sorry, what's your designation?"
I'm Mr. Microwave, Mr. Handy, unit model X493452.
Oh, have you been out here for very long?
You could say that, in a manner of speaking, yes.
And you were picking up on the radiation levels that are in the atmosphere?
Am I don't, we've never really settled on whether or not my circuitry or character has the mechanical ability to do that. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
You give her the information that you gleaned from your science.
Between me and Johnny, I think, using his Pip-Boy Geiger counter and what I know about radiation, I think we're able to,
and she like looks down and she says, "I'm an ecologist." And she like looks down across the land and she says, "Do you see these gray bands that are moving around the waterways that we can see, the small streams and brooks? The radiation is already making its way into the water table."
Well, I mean, 2 nuclear bombs are a pretty good way to do that, I imagine.
It's not going to be long until all plant life in Kansas might be dead unless we do something about it.
Is there even, I mean, from what I understand about the history of this place, Kansas looked a lot like the rest of the wasteland until the people of the land used a GEC to terraform it. I don't imagine, unfortunately, Kansas will ever be the same.
She smiles and looks up at you and says, "I think there's more resiliency here than you know." And she takes some cultures from grass. Like she picks up some grass and some stuff off the ground and puts it in her bag, and she keeps moving. As so do you all. So yes, there is a not nominal amount of radiation falling on this place.
Okay.
You can't tell how big the yield was or how effective it was, but it wasn't immediately deadly.
Sure.
Like these were not your grandfather's nuclear bombs.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah, me neither.
Question the second I would like to ask. The 2 smoke plumes you mentioned, are those just from where the nukes went off, or
you feel that yes,
okay.
Those are the pyres.
Just wanted to check because if there was something else on fire somewhere, or
no, I'll give that to you for free.
A giant train filled with raiders again. I would like to know about it. But okay, fantastic.
No, this is not a moving This is not a rolling coal situation.
Okay, very good.
All right,
We journey onwards.
You continue to move to the crashed vertibird site. You know where this place is. It's on Johnny's map. You've been there. What would you like to do along the way?
I've been asking these guys a lot of questions. Somebody else go poke their brains for a bit.
I mean, this is maybe less about the ghouls, but as we get close, I probably am going to want to do a little scouting. I know that my stealth rolls are not going to be the same, but like
you guys are a good like day and a half, like march, and you're moving at a quick pace. Like you're about a day and a half march away.
Okay, so I will ask Sarah Connor and the rest if there's any Achilles heel in the cloning process, realizing that asking them that might be a bit sensitive, but I am wanting to know, like, to knock down some of the Children of Adam's numbers, is there anything that we can do relative to that cloning process that would do anything?
Yeah, I would for sure want to inquire about their cloning situation too.
Who
was that crazy ass doctor that we talked to?
Way down deep in the vault.
Way down deep in the vault. Is she here?
Oh, she is definitely not.
Oh, okay.
She's most certainly not.
Is that because you can't remember her character name, or because she's busy doing other stuff?
Yes.
Okay, nice. Very good.
Yes. No, it's because
I don't remember it either, to be fair.
Of reasons.
Okay. Cool.
Sure.
Cool.
We'll go with that.
But Grant, you vocalize that out loud, and Sarah Connor looks at you and furrows her brow, and then looks at Johnny and looks back at you and says, "This might not be the time to speak of it. It's incredibly complicated, and I want to tell you, but I think we will need many shields for this. Do you understand?"
No.
Sort of. So I will respond to that and say that I understand if we would need many shields for this, in order to get just a mechanical advantage, to have various sort of, coyotes.
If you want to persuade her, you're gonna have to persuade her
to tell us.
Yeah.
Sure. All right. Well, so I'll do a little speech roll. How's that?
Difficulty 4, charisma speech.
4.
Yes.
Okay.
Johnny, do you want to get in the war? do you want to help out?
I mean, you're nice. I mean, you are the chosen one. Whatever you broke, it's fine.
I do want to do that. I thought you would never ask, or should I have implored? Is implored the right word to use?
Yeah.
Here?
Sure.
Yes, I would like to participate, please. Thank you.
Can I buy a dice, y'all? I think maybe because if difficulty 4 is not exactly.
You have my permission to buy a dice.
Okay, so I'm doing my little 3 dice.
Oh! Yes!
Well,
2 wins. 2
hold
wins.
On there, you
what a
said
complication.
It. Hold on there. I'm going to use a luck point. Hold on there.
We did get those
You were
refreshed.
way too excited. You ruined that for yourself.
You're way too happy. I'm not letting you get this one.
All right.
This is my luck roll.
Does 10 make it? No.
So 2 successes, no complications.
Okay, Johnny, you need to get two successes on a support roll.
Oh, that's only one dice. Ooh.
Yeah.
So basically, you need like a crit.
Not to metagame.
Speech of the tag skill. I just need to roll a 6.
You do need a crit. Yeah. You got this, baby.
Okay. Here we go. Come on. Papa needs a crit.
Less than a 6.
Fart. Does 4 get us 3/4 of the way there? 3 successes get us 3/4 of the way to where
you didn't complicate. Yeah. I will give
Come
Sarah,
on.
shut up. Sarah looks at you, Johnny, and says, I don't think that you understand the heritage that you carry. They needed it. They got it. And that was the last piece until they could stabilize what they stole from us. We had it before, I think, anyone else. We were able to turn ghoul DNA back in time into humans again. That's how we cloned ourselves. And then she kind of like looks very, very sad. And she looks down at her saddle and said, and it came at a great cost. That's all I will say for now. I'm sorry. And rides to the front of the herd.
All right, Johnny, I guess we just spray your blood all over everything. Maybe that works. I'm not sure that makes any sense to me, but I'm just rifleman.
Wait, Johnny, what was she? Not the last thing she said about the great price to be paid. That is curious indeed. But right before that, she said something about your heritage. But what was the middle part? I missed what she said about their how they came to be. What was it she said? What was that? What was the middle thing? I'm asking you as well, Overseer.
Oh,
just say it again. I couldn't catch what you were saying.
She was talking about there's something special about Johnny that went down in his vault that the children of Adam needed.
Right. Okay. That was it. That was
to stabilize what they had stolen.
That was the important part. Okay. Yeah. So
what they had stolen from Vault 33.
I'm there. I'm back.
Okay, and we're back, baby.
Yeah, there was, you only sandwich the important part in the middle there. Yes. The what we still don't. That is still the question. What is it, Johnny, that they wanted you for? We still don't know what it is
did
about
they find
you.
what they were looking for?
Johnny,
or are they still
try to
looking
like
for it?
what do you want to do to try to remember about the experiments that they were running on you? Remember.
Ooh, I like this.
Remember.
This is important, Jonathan Bottlecap. What do you want to do to try to solve this puzzle? Because it all really does hinge around you. Remember, you were stolen from the vault that you were tricked into. You were brought to Kansas for some reason.
I'll even in character. I'll ask Johnny, like, is there anything you recall from when they were? I can only imagine it was quite a horrific experience for you, whatever it is they were doing. But is there anything you can recall from in between the pokings and the proddings? Was there anything that they were saying? Was there anything familiar from your vault? Was there any vault tech equipment? I mean, Master Bottlecap, we must jumpstart your memory.
Does Johnny still have his original Vault 86 jumpsuit? Or
100% he does. He carries
so he's
it.
gonna take that out and he's gonna like, you need to remember. He's gonna like focus his brain. He's gonna something from his past to take him back. He's gonna smell it.
Yes! Okay, thank God you said that.
Sense memory.
Yes, Johnny. As you take out your Vault 86 jumpsuit and you're about to smell it, the smallest piece of chrono falls out onto the ground and rolls away from you.
Does anyone else see it?
Both of you make me a observation roll. Yeah, like a perception check.
Okay.
You see both.
Yes. No. Johnny, you are not doing anything. You see it naturally, but it's Grant and Mr. Microwave.
I'm gonna call this. I don't know. I'm gonna make this hard for myself. I'm gonna call it a sneak roll. See if I sneakily notice this. I don't know
Then
what
just
else
like
I would.
one of your three eyes looking.
Yeah, no.
Nothing.
No, I didn't see anything.
Grant, you were looking straight at him, dude. You're watching him.
Yeah. Just like skill. Of course, I wish there was a perception skill in this system.
It's I don't know.
Yeah, call the ball. What is it?
It is a survival perception.
Makes sense.
Survival's the catch-all, so
Survival, yeah.
difficulty 1.
All right. Nope, neither. I'm
Johnny,
rolling like a
no
champion
one
tonight.
saw that shit. You are free to do a bunch of ground drugs. You are a hippie at fucking Bonnaroo. Give her hell.
What? Oh, this is how Johnny's gonna remember.
No.
He's just baiting you. Is what's happening.
No, like Johnny does not want to do Chrono.
Okay.
Ever again.
Well, Chrono fell out of your
Are
backpack.
you sure about that, buddy?
Okay, Johnny's gonna be like, get the fuck out of here. Just gonna sweep it away. Not happening. Not today.
All right, Johnny, as you
Don't
see
you
the
dare.
Chrono fall out of your Vault 86 jumpsuit that was in your pack, you crush it under your foot and like squish it into the mud, so it's unusable anymore.
Yeah. Excellent.
His knowledge is power.
And you look at the yellow embroidered golden 86 on the back of your Vault jumpsuit, and you have a flashback to just before the experiment. You're told of the effects, which we all know are either going to make you a genius, fantastic, and I believe this killed both of your parents, did it not?
Sure did.
And they tell you the incredible weight of responsibility that's on you. You can feel the fabric of the jumpsuit in your hand. What do you remember that the scientists tell you about the experiment?
Something about me being the most promising candidate they've had for the experiment ever.
Ever.
I'm
Nice.
their top candidate. Top. I'm if there was like they're looking for their perfect match, and I'm like something like a 99% match, and they've never had more than like an 85% match. If I'm allowed to make up the story, that's what the story is.
Yes, absolutely.
Johnny was the best, the best and
He
brightest.
was the best of the best.
Sir.
With honors.
Yeah, with honors. Yeah, that they ever had in Vault 86, and instead we got
Damn near perfect
Johnny.
match,
No,
Johnson.
Actually,
Yeah.
Johnny, now that you're focusing and it's been thrust upon you, you remember that academically, when you were a child, you were fantastic. You were given all the best meals. You were given everything. You were taught by the best people in the vault. You had physical conditioning. You were groomed to be the savior of the vault after your parents had died. And then after, you were made a security officer, and you can't remember really why. But everyone kind of looked at you with pity and a little bit of shame. And that's why you were sent to go find the brain. You were tasked with a quest to leave the vault.
The ultimate busy work, the ultimate fetch quest. If you will.
Johnny, why don't you go find this thing that may or may not exist?
Yes, but
Forever. Get out of here.
for a brief moment, you remember a flash of you being basically an Air Force pilot, like trained every day, like given the best, trained to be the
astronaut style.
best. Yes. But then after the experiment happened, you were less. At first, you were a janitor, and then you made friends with a security guard. What was his name? Sergeant. Sarge.
The only name you ever
He's
had.
Just Sarge.
The only name you ever needed.
And you became a Vault Tech security guard in Vault 86. And then one day a mission came down for you to leave the vault and go save the vault. And they put a backpack on you and they shoved you out into the world. Not long after, you found Yuri and Grant. And that's how our adventure started. And then you snap back to reality. Oops, there goes gravity.
Whoa.
And you're back.
Holy shit. That's crazy. Was I in the Air Force? No, that doesn't seem right.
You don't even know what the Air Force is.
He does
There
now.
is no Air Force.
Did I just invent the Air Force?
Yep. That's what. If there's one thing to glean from that flashback, it's that.
Yeah, the one thing was that you were an astronaut, not all the other shit.
Hey man.
What?
So Johnny
Hey, he's
was
a kid.
like
He's gonna focus on certain parts.
Johnny was supposed to, he was supposed to be like the ultimate
Johnny,
soul
give
survivor,
me-
vault dweller, like ultimate champion, but then
Johnny,
the machine
give me
fried
a,
his brain.
you know what? Give me a straight up luck plus. What do I want for this?
This is your fucking wheelhouse, pal.
Yeah, luck and what? Bring it.
Bring it.
There is no
Be a
there is
lady.
there is no history.
I mean, we'll put it in the context of what the thing is. So it's a memory.
It'll be
right?
it'll be luck. I think it should be
Science?
actually I think it should be survival. This is a survival.
I mean,
roll.
it's pretty. I feel like he's fighting for his
give
life
me
here. Yeah?
give me a
right.
luck survival roll, difficulty 2.
Okay, here we go. Oh boy, I don't like this.
As
Target
an
number
aside,
two.
I do notice that the skills in this system are doing based. There's not a lot of like knowing skills, other than maybe science.
Yeah, it's true. You
Yeah.
gotta kind of think outside the box. If the
Double crits! Double crits! Double crits!
Get out of here!
Good night.
Shut it down.
Good night.
Fucking
Shut it down.
All
Shut it
right,
down.
so here's the rest of the
Wow.
story. Everyone get a blanket and a cozy drink because I'm going to tell you the rest of my story. Johnny, you remember everything from when you were 2 to when you were 15. You were born to be the savior of the vault.
Jason Bourne.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm drinking. It's hot.
What are we even doing here? If we can't
Come on.
scuba.
What is this all
Yeah.
been about?
What has this all been about?
You were born. Your parents sacrificed themselves to prove that you could be the one. You were created to leave the vault and be a hero. You had all the fucking genetic predisposition to be the best human being that this vault could ever produce. Something went wrong with the experiment. Something went wrong. You don't know what
Clearly.
it is, but afterwards it crippled you. Your mind, not your physical body, and not even your physical mind. It was something about your psyche. It broke you and reverted you back to a more childish state. You're more impulsive. You're more reactive. These aren't bad things, you realize now, Johnny. Before you were very logical, very tactical. Now you're more intuitive.
So less Spock and more Kirk.
Exactly. Yeah. You're now more intuitive. Now, all those skills are still there. Nothing about you changed except for maybe your mindset and trauma. Like, now you kind of just react without thinking, but all those skills are still there. That's how you survived for those first few weeks out of the vault. Raiders attacked you, and you can remember pulling out your 10 mil and just murking like 5 raiders in a row. Yeah, you were doing gung fu, but then you got
I know kung fu.
but then you got tired, you got weak, you got dehydrated, you were out of your element, and that's where Yuri and Grant found you. And you don't really remember much after that. But you have the strongest feeling that what the children of Adam were looking for was your genome.
God damn. They wanted something out of me that's all anyone's ever wanted out of me. Well, shit. That sucks.
Johnny, are you sharing these revelations
Yes.
with the group?
Like, you're never gonna believe what I just remembered.
Just right now!
What's he doing? Oh, he's just remembering his whole life. Wait.
Yeah, you're having a full-on Dewey Cox moment. Like
No,
oh, yeah.
it was like the explanation from the ghouls and whatever. It kickstarted something inside of you.
It was always there, but yeah, it was buried deep.
Deep inside.
So
Johnny, I'm so sorry that this has all well like you said, that whatever it is it must be hard to know that whatever it is that these folks have been chasing you for is of no fault of your own. It's not because of something you've done or something you know. It's just because of who you are, and well, regardless of whatever abilities you may have or whatever potential it was that you were supposed to achieve or any of that vault tech nonsense. I'm glad you're here with us today, and well, we're going to. He puts his pincer out and just puts it on his arm and says, "It's not your fault."
Thanks, Mr. Michael. And he just hugs him.
We
as he does so often.
Yes, robots hug of electric sheep.
Of course.
While you do that, Johnny,
we're also gonna fuck him up real good, by the way.
Oh, you're gonna fuck him up so good. Your Pip-Boy starts blinking, and it says, "Message, new message."
Oh,
please.
I'm getting a message.
Is that what? Is that
on screen?
That's not this. You're acting as if this is normal. This is pretty wild.
Yeah,
This
have you
is
got
weird.
a message before at all?
But I'm gonna go with it.
Yeah, Johnny's just like, oh, I got a message. I got a message. Yeah.
I never get a message. Anyways, I'm getting a message.
Yeah.
Take it.
Johnny, you get a message. You read it in its entirety, and you frown, smile, and then shut down the Pip-Boy. And you continue on your walk to the crashed vertibird.
And I don't say anything.
No.
What?
Are you sure?
I do.
Okay.
It's like Johnny like gleefully opens his Pip-Boy and everyone sees him do this and he smiles at it.
Yeah.
And then he turns it off and doesn't
You
say
smile.
anything.
No, I have to tell you, you smile at it, and then you kind of frown, and then you close it, and you continue on your way.
And then he just puts it away and nobody asks any questions. Cool.
They ask, but when they ask, you have no recollection of what the fuck they're talking about.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about it.
What is? Does he have a girlfriend we don't know about or something? What the hell's going on?
Or a boyfriend? It's 3077 or whatever.
I think we've established.
Maybe I got Men in Black nebulizer.
Yeah, your Pip-Boy is actually a nebulizer.
And now I don't know anything. What?
Yeah, I look at Grant and just say,
Oh.
is he? What the hell was that all about?
Actually, yeah, both of you give me science and science intelligence rolls. Both of you.
Yeah. Oh, I did not do.
You did good.
I did
That's all you needed.
good-ish.
No signal came in. You know for a fact, no signal came into that Pip Boy.
I think he might be. Let's just think. Maybe it's.
No. You heard the beep. You heard everything go on.
I got nothing for that one. That's really weird.
All right.
I mean, Johnny's not telling. We're not asking. So I'll
Johnny
I'll
does.
do it.
Johnny, I will.
Johnny doesn't know.
Johnny doesn't know. Johnny
Johnny
doesn't know.
doesn't know. Johnny doesn't.
All good in the hood. Yes. Okay. Yeah. We asked about the ghouls. Wanted to ask about that. We asked the ghouls about the other ghouls. They don't know anything about the fucking Little John, do they? I mean, well, I'll mention it to them. We told them about it. Like, oh hey, here's all the apocalypse shit going down.
They tell
you got
you,
anything for this?
No, they tell you like stats and figures and stuff, but like they know less than the people of the land.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Yeah, they've never been to battle with this thing. They don't fucking know.
What else? The red bison. How many bison would it take to topple a piece of giant power armor? Ramen Stampede.
You start asking around to all the ghoul scientists, and you find one who's walking with literally a whiteboard, like a small whiteboard, like you would get from the dollar store, and he's like doing figures, and he says, "What? Okay, and he erases it. Approximately, it's," and then he puts the kilograms down, and it's we need hundreds of red bison.
And how many do you have?
We have 274.
I'm guessing that's not enough.
And he looks down and he goes, "It might barely be enough, but not all of them would survive. And you would never get the overseer's permission to use our entire stock of red bison."
Well, fair enough, but we're just blue sky engineering here.
Blue sky fungineering, baby. Let's do it.
Just thinking about all the possibilities, because I mean that's great and all that. Like you don't want all of your bison to die, but like, what good are your bison if you're the one who's dead? You know what I mean? It's like, you know.
And he looks at you very dire, and he says, "All of our children are underground and can survive for hundreds of years."
Maybe. Sure, that's fine. But like, remember the giant power armor thing and the 6 nuclear bomb, 5. Sorry, don't want to over exaggerate how dire the situation is. It's only 5 nuclear bombs.
My bad.
Don't exaggerate. It's 5, not 6.
I don't want to make things sound worse than they would already seem. But yes, this feels like, I know, you know, we've all survived. Well, not all of us, but some of us have survived one apocalypse already. But
you're literally talking to ghouls.
Yeah, I know, but you know, not everybody. These two, but I'm just flexing here. But yeah, this one feels like a real humdinger.
Feels like a big one, boys.
Yeah, this feels like a good round 2 to me. Like it really perfected a lot of the shit from the last time.
Little John would be able to kick your vault door open in one hit.
I mean, it's got a nuclear battering ram. I'm pretty sure that thing could do whatever it wants. I'm not trying to be fatalistic. I'm just saying, like, shit's real.
Grant, when you say it could kick the vault door open, you see like the fear in this old ghoul's eyes. And he says, "Yeah, that's why we're here helping you."
Yeah. Also, what do you know about trains? It's a
like
long story, but just
like one leaving Tulsa and the other one going to Kansas City, and when they meet in the and he starts doing like math on his board.
Sure. Well, we'll come back to you later. I've got something else I'm working on.
You all continue to walk throughout the day. It is a very eerie sight. So, do you like? We've all lived on the prairies. You know when that like storm cloud is coming in off the mountains, and it's very sunny and nice where you are, but you can just see a big black wall of clouds.
Sure.
That's to the west and the southwest for you as you walk to the crash site of the vertibird. As you do, you stand up, or you're marching, and Sarah Connor stands up in her saddle, and she's taking an old cowboy stance where they stand up on their horse. Grant, you see that she's got an old 30-30 Winchester with the lever action underneath and a very long scope on the front. She laughs and she goes, "There's wild horses out there." And then you see her face change, and she says, "They're running from something." And that is where we're going to take our mid-session break. We'll be back in, let's say, at 8:40. We'll be back at 8:40 EST.
Oof, geez Louise, wild horses couldn't drag me away from the second half of this episode, which will be back in 15 minutes time.
George Keith liked my train math joke.
Yeah, it was good.
Fuck you all.
It was a good joke. It was a good train math joke. It was good. But
Shut up. Yes, so we're going to come back at 8:40. Please do return.
Get yourself a nice cup of tea or something. We're gonna sneak up on some freaking Children of Adam folks here, and we're gonna try to. I feel like some revenge is in order. Stay tuned. We will be back in a few minutes. Okay, bye.
Welcome back, everyone, to War Games News Radio. Fistful of neutrons, a few neutrons more. What episode is this? This is episode 23.
23.
I'm just going to jump right back into it. Sarah Connor stands up and she's got her scope on her 30-30 on some ghouls who are chasing some wild horses. And she goes, "Do you want me to take the shot?"
I'm sorry, you said there's ghouls chasing the wild horses?
There are ghouls. She said they're spooked. There are ghouls chasing these wild horses. Grant, should I take the shot? What do you want to do?
I definitely want to scope in those ghouls and see what I can see through my own scope.
Get in there. Get in the war.
Scope.
Yeah. Okay.
Difficulty 2, perception check. Straight up perception.
Perception.
Can I throw one of those down as
you
well?
mean survival?
Perception survival, yeah.
Okay.
I got you.
I gotta clean my goggles the way I've been rolling.
Oof.
Okay. Well, success is 1.
Well, that
You know that there are some ghouls chasing some wild horses around.
I did not see the ghouls though.
You do see the ghouls. You see figures down there. You're coming up close. You're about 4 hours away from the crash site.
Oh, so this is
Okay.
not at the crash site.
This is not at the crash site. You are ancillary to the crash site.
Okay. Well, if ghouls are that far from the crash site, do I think it's safe to assume that there are ghouls at the crash site?
Give me an
Is where we are versus where the ghouls are? Does that form a line to the crash site? Like
100%.
Okay.
You as a military man and a raider know that you're like in the splash zone.
Okay.
You're in combat zone.
How far away are the horse ghoul situation from us?
You're at the top of a very shallow valley. You're about let's say 750 meters away.
Okay, that's close.
Less than a kilometer.
I defer to you.
I'm not sure.
Shooty boy.
If we shoot, then they know where we are. So
I'm gonna shoot a ghoul.
Shoot a
or at
ghoul.
least I'm gonna get close enough that I can start shooting ghouls because I feel like that's what riflemen would do.
And just a reminder, these guys, like these ghouls with us, they're not like combat fucking ready. They're the brain trust, right?
They're
Yeah,
not
yeah.
combat ghouls.
Okay. Just reminding
They're
myself.
they're your high school math teacher.
Right. Okay.
Okay, I will inform everyone what's going on and what the plan is. I'll move forward with Sarah Connor. I'd recommend probably that we don't.
She dismounts and she puts her horse. She ties her horse to a rad bison. Sorry.
Okay. I'm thinking we don't bring the entire crew with us closer up, or everyone just sticks together. I don't know. What do you guys think?
No. It's you, Mr. Mike, and Johnny, and Sarah Connor move forward. You're the only combat-ready people here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, well then, as soon as I'm close enough that I think I can get a good shot off, I would like to start headshotting ghouls.
There are 3 ghouls
Okay.
that you can see moving against these wild horses.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go
Shoot
move
them.
against some ghouls then.
Yep.
Shoot them.
When Grant shoots, I'm gonna keep moving just to put myself betwixt crew and ghouls, so they get to. So if they come towards Grant, they'll get to me first.
Yes.
I'll try to coordinate the timing of the shots with Sarah Connor and anyone else who's going to try to make a longer range shot.
She looks at you. She knows the fucking deal. She's a quartermaster. She fucking knows the deal.
All right.
Johnny's in the mix. 100%.
Appropriate for me to roll my small guns here.
Give her.
Okay.
What's the range / difficulty? Far away?
One
Long range?
long range, difficulty 1.
Okay.
Will be difficulty 2 in that. Well, no, because your gun is long range.
I think technically because of my scope, my gun's a medium range, so I don't have a long range scope.
There you go. Well, not to meta math it, then it would be a difficulty 2.
All right,
so that's a miss.
Not to make a difficulty on ourselves, but I mean, if we're playing the game.
No. Thank you for. This is me sounding sarcastic, but it's honest. Thank you for being a backseat DM.
Hey, man,
I really appreciate that.
I'm
good at story, not good at fucking mechanics. Anyway,
we got to keep each other honest.
You take a shot and you miss, and the 3 ghouls that were chasing these wild horses turn and look at you and start charging. It is now Mr. Microwave's turn.
Bring your pretty face to my ex.
Yeah, okay, so they're far. They're 750 meters?
Yeah, they're like 2 football fields. Okay. Well, no, way more than that.
Yeah, okay, so they're
750
They're a
meters
click out, so that's too far for me to do anything effective. So instead, I will use something that we rarely do. I will use the rally action to generate an action point into our pool, please, Mr. Overseer, please.
Overseer.
Thank you.
Yes, of course. Of course you can have.
Because we're kind of low on those at the moment. And in fact, I will say something to that effect and say, "All right, gentlemen and lady, it's go time." And I pull out my new flamer, which I want to say canonically, because Many Shields made this thing, right? Oh no, it was the Vault Dweller Angus.
Oh
guy.
Yes. Oh yeah, it was Angus.
Yeah. Okay, I had to remember who made this thing for a second. I imagine. Oh, I love this. The scrap that we used to make it, that Grant you gave me. Was the parts of Joshi's motorcycle. So it's like the tailpipe, and he like hammered it down to like a nozzle to make it like fucking like the new like attachment on it. It was part of Joshi's old ride.
Okay. What are you going to call this then? If this is the fucking Joshi Nukinator,
well,
what are you going to call it?
Mechanically, its name is the
Joshi Nukinator.
I think you just named it, but it's the maximum capacity vaporizing flamer. But I think it's called the fucking Joshi Slayer.
Maximum capacity. Just call it Max.
It's called Max. Maxine. There we go.
Maxine.
There you go.
Also named after Raj's Nissan Maxima. But anyway, not the point. The point is I have a cool new flamer, and I'm going to say, it's go time, boys, and get ready to rock and roll and give the crew an action point. And then move closer, I guess.
Johnny, what do you want to do? These things move fast. They're moving way too fast for ghouls.
Oh, Johnny wants to shoot. I mean, Grant gets to shoot. Johnny wants to shoot. He's got a long range gun. He's built for this. He's literally built for this.
Get it.
Yeah.
There are 3 coming up on you. You're going to take a shot on number 1.
Whatever the closest one is.
Yep.
Oh!
Nice. Holy shit.
You absolutely evaporate one of their heads. And it falls down into the ground. Give me a survival perception check.
Yes.
Difficulty 1. It's still daylight.
The target number is an 8. Please, God. Nope.
Not that time.
Didn't see anything.
You definitely put it down.
Yep.
You
killed it.
Okay.
That's good.
Yes. Sarah Connor is off her horse, and she is more concerned about the ghouls from the vault. She says, "Go, get to cover near the horses, near the vault. Go!" And they all hunker down next to the Rad Brahmin. And also all of her, like, the handlers there are holding the Rad Brahmin, like, back.
Okay, that's good. I imagine, yeah. I'm hoping they know what they're doing with these fucking things because we don't.
Yeah, so they're taking care of the herd that you have, so that they don't spook.
Nice.
Yeah. Who hasn't gone yet? I think you've all gone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think we all.
The ghouls charge. They're moving. Grant, you've seen ghouls in your day.
Sure have.
They're moving way too fast, dude.
Okay.
They're moving concerningly fast
Uh-oh.
for even feral ghouls.
Okay.
They made a 750 meter trek. They closed 500 meters in 6 seconds. Like they're moving fast.
That is.
Oh no, sorry. 100
What?
meters.
What?
100 meters in 5 seconds.
Okay.
Still what?
That's
Kind of
still
maybe.
insane, but they're clipping. Okay, cool.
Okay. Fair
They're-
enough. Well, as soon
yes,
as I
they
can
are
shoot another one.
screaming fast.
All right.
Well, they won't be screaming so hard when I'm shooting them in the head, but
Yeah, boy.
let's next time I can shoot, I will do so.
Grant, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna pew Pikachu.
Get him. That's better.
That's 2
Love it.
successes.
You didn't aim, correct?
I did. Well, I didn't say that I was aiming, so I suppose I wasn't.
You get free aim, but yeah.
I get to aim for free because of my thing, but I didn't say I was aiming, so yes.
You blew the chest out of one and put him down on the ground.
I'm getting the feeling these things are very tough.
Okay.
There's another one screaming up to you, but after the sprint, he slowed down. So
they were sprinting and now they're not sprinting.
they were sprinting and now they're not sprinting.
Can I tell through my scope? Are they like getting tired? Is their sprinting like a limited thing that they can only do so much of?
You can't tell
Can't tell.
at this.
Okay.
You can't tell at this point.
Okay. Shot one.
Keep it up, boys. Fucking drop this last one.
I think it's Mr. Microwave. You're up next.
I mean, they're still insane. I got to be up close and personal with all my shit. So I just hang. Fuck it. I'll just generate another action point. And I guess we got a bunch from Johnny's insane crit test, so we should be up to
Quad
5
crit?
now.
Okay, Johnny, you are up. There's one last. Do you have a scope on your gun, Johnny?
I think so. Let's take a look. Hold on.
I don't know, to be honest.
I don't.
You have a combat
know.
rifle?
I don't think
Yes.
so. I think it might. I think it's.
I don't think
godlike.
I do have a scope.
I think it's iron sights. Okay, so you're up iron sights. Blast this guy.
But he strangely
Iron
has
sight.
better range than Grant. Interestingly. Mechanics.
Blast him.
Blast him. Start blasting.
Hey.
Difficulty 2. Give her.
Okay, so here we go.
Well, it's difficulty 1 for Johnny. 'Cause
Oh,
his
for
gun
Johnny,
is
yes.
long range, but he
Doesn't
just keeps
matter.
Smoking.
Yeah, well, easy.
Blast
easy
him.
all day. Blast him. Here's what
Anyway,
we're gonna do.
I started blasting.
8 combat dice. Oh.
You do 5 damage.
I mean,
Oh, this thing gets clipped in the arm and goes down screaming on the ground. And you hear.
Oh, damn.
But you do not see anything else out there. It's go time, boys. I need you to make decisions. What do you want to do?
all right. Well,
Screaming ghoul on the ground.
I see where this is going. I'd fucking motor over to this downed fucking ghoul.
Okay. You get up on it. What do you do?
What does it look like? What's going on?
It looks like Johnny
I mean,
Bottlecap, who has
if you ask me, I go over and I save the day and I solve the mission, so we win.
No.
Oh, okay.
When you roll up on it, it looks like Johnny Bottlecap without hair, who has been severely burned with radiation,
Oh my god, are these Johnny clones?
who is screaming on the ground. And he goes to claw at you. What do you do?
I back away from it.
It looks exactly like Johnny Bottlecap dying on the ground.
No, it's a Johnny clone.
Johnny clones.
I hate it.
Am I the first one there? Is there anyone else
there?
there?
That's it. It's there. It's making a lot of noise. You need to make a decision right now. What do you do?
I burn this one. No,
No, you burn it.
Okay.
You burned it. You said you burned it.
Yeah, I do. I want this one to not be recognizable as Johnny.
Give me a difficulty 1 combat roll.
I would love to do that with Maxine. Yeah, target number of 9. Nail it.
There it is.
Hey.
You tell me what happens.
Thank you. That's lovely. I burn it. I'll spend extra ammo if I have to, which I can because this thing now can fucking add 6 damage dice to its regular 4, which is insane. I don't want Johnny to see this thing writhing. I don't want him to see himself writhing in pain, dying. Right. So I want to off this thing and make it like we've got 2 other ones that we can examine and like, aha, we figured out the thing. I don't want Johnny to see this happening. So I want to fucking turn this thing to ash before he gets there.
Giver, roll me my dice.
I will I'll spend the ammo narratively because I like this. So I will add I'll add 4. So that'll be 8 combat dice.
Ooh. Oh, that's
Okay.
well more than enough.
Okay.
As you
Vicious.
And it
You start to-
triggers all of the effects too. So that's actually, it's 5 damage, but it's actually I think 12.
Oof.
as you burn this thing, it tries to get up and grasp at you, and the last thing that you hear from it is microwave
Nope.
as it turns into ash.
Why does it have
like that.
memories? Why was I programmed to feel pain?
Get paid.
Oh.
I'm thinking of that scene with Gollum. He's all like Baggins-shire.
Yeah, for sure. I like if robots could cry, Mr. Microwave does. Okay, that's fucked up. I go over to because one of them got headshotted, but the other one got
got their head misted, but
Yeah.
the other one took a chest shot.
torso.
Okay,
Yeah.
I go over to that one. Where's Johnny?
Johnny, where are you? Are you
Uh,
still charging down into the valley?
yes.
Johnny is pretty close to you. He's like 100 feet from you. Mr. Microwave. He's 100 feet from you.
Oh, sorry, you were saying to me. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. I go over to meet up with. I assume, at least he's coming, but whoever else is as well. And I go and I meet up with him halfway there or on the way, and I say, Master Bottlecap, there's something you need to know that you need to prepare yourself for.
Well, what is it? You're scaring me, man.
Well, I think we figured out why it was they needed your specific genetic code for their plans. These ghouls, these clones, Johnny, they're you. And
They're what?
I don't know how to say this, but they're you, son. And I walk him over and I say that now I don't know how you can be prepared for this, but
Johnny,
Look.
what you see is a ghoul with a chest wound from Grant's rifle. It's little on the inside and big on the outside. And it looks like you if you didn't have hair and you were ghoulified. But you can see it clear as day. It is you. It's you.
Johnny walks over to the dead Johnny ghoul and like touches the bullet hole and then touches the same part on himself. And he's just like, and then he just kind of collapses to the ground a little bit, to his knees, and he's not doing so good on realizing that there's a whole army of ghouls cloned after him.
It's a fair reaction. Yep.
I'll come up and kneel and kind of delicately put my hand on his back.
They're not you, buddy. Whatever I can't imagine is going through your mind right now, but just remember that these things are not you.
It's messed up, man. I don't know what to do with this.
Well, it appears, Johnny, that whatever the memories you have of the selection process and all the reasons that you were chosen for that unfortunate experiment is also the reason why they needed these to manufacture these things. It's not even more so than before. It's not something of your own doing, but like Grant said, it's best to try to remember that these aren't, whatever they are, it's not you, and this wasn't your doing, but I can only imagine what this must be feeling like. From one thing to another, you've just been moved around and poked and prodded, and I'm sorry, Johnny, but
Thanks, Mr. Microwave. I think I want to kill these fucking things. Let's go get them.
I second that opinion.
Sarah, while you're having this moment, stampedes with the Brahmin.
I was gonna say that's not a great word.
No, sorry. She brings the rad bison down and she goes, "We need to start moving. We need to start moving now." And she picks you up, and everyone is running. She says,
"What's? Is this just we just need to move faster, or is there a specific reason? Is just more danger than usual, or just the regular amount of danger?"
She points to the west, the wicked point of the west.
Ah, motherfucker! I knew it. I was like, can he let that one hang, or are we gonna go? Yeah, no, there it is.
Whoa.
And you see on the horizon plumes of black smoke coming from where the city of Oz is, the great Emerald City.
Mm-hmm.
Something is coming for the vertibird.
What?
And that is where we are going to end our session.
Okay. Well then, sir.
It's a little bit early tonight, but the next session is going to be a big battle and stuff. I didn't want to. It's going to be
Don't
spoilers.
look at me. Don't you.
Something is coming from.
Don't tell me something's coming.
From the Wizard of Oz, from the Emerald City, and we're gonna need time to deal with it. So I'm cutting it short here.
Don't talk to me. Yeah, it's good, dude.
I love you all so much. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We will see you in 2 weeks.
2 weeks, which is, what is that? That is the 3rd of March. 3rd of March. Yes, indeed. That will also be, I will be broadcasting from an unknown location in a secret bunker. That is also
in a secret bunker underground.
Yeah, it's moving week for me here, as you can see, with all the shit being packed up. Yes, I will be moved. That also means that it will be slightly slower on the content stream over the next couple of weeks as I get everything packed up, because I don't have anything to work with or do. But we're gonna have some painting streams and shit like that between now and then is the plan. But we'll keep you posted. But that is the 3rd of March. We're into March already, which is wild. But yeah, keep you posted, folks.
Thank you so much. Like, this episode was like kind of where
you're not talking about it anymore. We're done. You don't need to explain yourself to anyone. You are the overseer, sir. We're gonna let you guys get back to it. It's Monday night. Thank you for tuning in on this weekend or long weekend stream. And we will be ready to rock on the 3rd. Adios, muchachos.
Bye, everybody. Love you.